What is up, guys? It's Mike with Rugged Adventures, and I have two quick, easy, and cheap ways to improve the headlights of your ATV, UTV, and in this particular case, RZR, coming up right after this. Come on, let's go! All right, guys. My first tip is it's just an adjustment. This is going to cost you $0, and it's going to be a dramatic improvement for your headlight output for RZRs in particular. And this could very well go for any other maker model of ATV or side-by-side. But I've heard that this is particularly bad with the Polaris RZR. And this particular one is a 2012 RZR 4-seat 800 Robbie Gordon edition. And when I first got this, I noticed that the headlights were just pointed, they were pointed straight to the trees. Anytime I was on outdoors, they were just pointed straight up. So what I found is that these things were not aimed from the factory. So if you look under here, let's get this thing realigned. If I can, so that you can see without shadows. Right there is your headlight adjustment screw. And if I can get a screwdriver here, it's a very tight fit. Even this little stubby screwdriver doesn't work. I had to get one that's an L-shaped screwdriver, but when I first got the ATV, this screw was adjusted all the way down as far as it would go, pointing, and when this pulls down, it'll pull this lever down, and it was pointing straight up into the trees. So I took it out at night and just adjusted the headlights to where I wanted it, and then reset that screw so it would hold it there. And that's $0. That's free, nothing. So you can do this right now before the next time you head out on the trail at night for no money. Other than maybe getting an L-shaped screwdriver if you don't have one, or just cutting off a stubby because there's not that much torque on the thing. So that's the first tip. Fix that and you'll actually have light where you are going to be driving. Second tip up next. All right, next up was something that did cost me about 40 bucks. And it made a dramatic difference in the light output of my headlights. Is an LED headlight kit. And the one that I installed was this BeamTech LED headlight kit. And it just comes with two new lamps. They're plug and play. It's really easy to do. And just to give you some numbers, the original H13 halogen bulbs put out about 1,000 lumens using 55 watts of power. And it's that orangey, 2800 Kelvin dim light. These new H13 LED replacements only use 30 watts of power and have 5,000 lumens of light output, and they do it at 6,500 Kelvin, very nice bright white that really lights up the trail ahead of you. So just switching these bulbs out, you're using about half the power of machines that notoriously have lots of things on them and not a whole bunch of extra power to be had, and you're getting 5 times the light output. So it's for about 40 bucks. I assume that there's ones that cost more that you will get even more light output out of. But I'm just going to show you how you put these things in. It's very simple. I'm going to get my cell phone light out here to shed some light on the subject. So I've already taken this one out. And you can see here that it has just, LEDs on the sides of it. And what you want to do is, there'll be an adjustment, this little set screw here, and you need to adjust that so that when you have this thing inserted and it's facing straight out, once you put it in, it needs to sit with this LED strip here that's the farthest out. That needs to be on top, and it needs to be vertical for this to work correctly in your reflectors. And all you have to do to install this is just the quarter turn install, just like that. and you're done. Now, that was a little bit loose when I first installed it, and what I did was I took one of the old gaskets here between the housing and the bulb. I cut that in half to make this a little thicker. So there's like 2 gaskets on there right now. And then as far as the electric goes, it's just plug and play into the factory Polaris harness. There is no cutting of your harness or anything, and there's no fan. This is a fanless LED, just an aluminum heatsink, and that keeps the entire thing cool. So now we're sitting in my pitch black garage, and we're going to see how bright these things are. This here is low beam, and I would assume that the camera probably takes a whole lot out of it, but these are high beams. And again, that looks a lot brighter from my point of view than it probably will on camera. But these things are, they're just crazy bright in their pure white light, which makes them a heck of a lot nicer than the orange glow of the stockers. So that's it. 2 very quick and easy upgrades that you can make to your side-by-side ATV, or even your car or truck if it has halogen headlights still and not LEDs. I will leave a link to the BeamTech Headlight Kit that we used on this project down in the description. If you guys have any comments or questions, feel free to leave those down in the comments as well, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I wanted to give a quick shout out to all my subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate that, and every time that I see the new subscriber notification, I just want you guys to know that I really appreciate that, and it really helps support the channel. So, you know, if you like what's going on here, you like seeing the RZR videos, outdoor stuff, think about subscribing to my channel. But with that, you guys get out and try to do something fun, and we'll see you next time.